a hammer. All right.
It looks like we're back, thankfully, so... But yes, the hammer was in the maze, in the hidden room, so...
Yep, that'll... So, that is a big advantage for Majarkin here. Yes, you can click it for Majarkin. Both of them obviously full clearing GTG, but at this point, have all the means to get to Volvagia.
Yeah, there were 2 keys in GTG.
Oh yeah, and you probably on Restream missed Majarkin grabbing the double defense in the hammerlock room.
Yep.
Alrighty. So SeYsEy already looking at the chest that'll contain his hammer.
Yep.
Just Majarkin chose to dip the maze earlier, but in the end that'll basically equalize. They will be on very even footing once they get out of GTG.
Yep.
Which I don't think is a good thing for Majarkin, honestly.
Yeah, it just
SeYsEy
means...
does have that execution advantage.
Yeah. And depending on where the Kokiri sword is or whatever is leading to it, it may change quite a few things, and we're still looking for the boomerang. We still only have like 4 paths, I think. No, we have all 5.
Yeah, we
Creator
do.
to Phantom Ganon, Goron City and DC to Volvagia, SFM to Baronade, and Ganon's Castle to Queen Goma.
That is correct.
Rank could be just about anywhere. That's crazy. Except in Jabu, of course.
Yep, boomerang chest hinted that, so you will need to enter Jabu once you have found the boomerang. That's actually a great hint. Yes, Ganon's Castle to Goma. Again, welcome to Kirby Fan.
Yep. It looks like Majarkin might actually be doing some Valley checks first. Because we have not seen anything from Valley.
Not a bad shout. Gets you another hint, gets you 2 more checks. And do keep an eye on that chest. It is nothing useful. Hammer for SeYsEy. SeYsEy getting the heck out of GTG and immediately saving, quitting, back to
The beginning.
Temple of Time. Oh yeah, to the entrance, you're right.
It looks like he'll probably be doing the Valley checks as well.
Makes sense. It's kind of isolated at this point, you don't want to leave it behind.
Yeah. Because the only thing left in GTG is the strength on toilet.
Yep. Which you hope to goodness that you don't need.
Yep.
But you will find out as soon as you look at Ganon's castle, which Majarkin will no doubt do after beating Fire Temple. I'm hoping he can just grab that Kokiri sword from an accessible check.
There, Saria's song is Burning Cag. What a lot of chats is already known.
Indeed. Yeah, Hammer was in GTG, that is correct. And so SeYsEy and Majarkin are now both in Fire Temple, hoping for an early boss key. Because I don't think they want to spend any more time than they have to.
Mm-hmm. Ouch.
For now, all we get is more keys to be able to climb. Great!
Yep.
Kirby fan, it's not light trial until it's proven to be in light trial. Don't assume the seed has as your worst interests in mind, because sometimes it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
If you put off checks in those kinds of seeds, then you're just gonna make yourself sad. Alright, Majarkin the first to enter, or to start the climb in Fire Temple here. Don't aggro the keys. They did start flying. So he aimed slightly too far on the right there on the grade. Which makes them a menace.
Best case scenario, the boomerang is in Ganon's castle and Kokiri's sword is in Jabu.
Oh, that'd be amazing. But can that be? I do not think so. No, that's possible, based on past logic.
Mm-hmm. At this point, either those rabid bats indeed. Especially since those bats seem to be fine with being set on fire.
No, they're not just fine with it. They actively seek out the fire. Have you see them flying just into torches?
Yes. They're like the only mammals that seem to do this. The keys. Maybe
jump
they
chest
have...
over here.
Oh. Yeah.
So definitely bow locked in here, but that's not a problem. We have bow.
Yeah. Small key.
It had to be at this point. And I say it had to be as an explanation for newer folks, because actually the next door that we have to go through is a small key lock door.
Yep.
So and the randomizer will always make sure that you have enough keys to open the doors that you need to go through. And by that same logic, this one will also be a key, this next upcoming one. Just because the next door is also key locked. Yeah, it could have been boss key as well, but it would have it had to be any sort of key. No, upper mace was junk. Oop. Oh, jeez. So Majarkin hovered over there, but then remembered, no, upper maze and the shortcut are both junk. I'm not doing them. I'm just gonna go straight to Pierre chest.
Yes.
Meanwhile, SeYsEy is making his way through Fire Temple as well. He is slowly but surely catching up a bit to Majarkin. Here he has made his way past the big block that you need at least 1 strength for. And is now in the Rolling Boulders maze, or about to be.
Majarkin's like 2 skulls away from getting 10, so nice.
Yep. Collecting a few skulls along the way, 1 skull away from getting 10.
Yep.
And canonically, that last skull is available in Kakariko as an adult.
Yep. At night!
Well, you don't have Sunsong. Oh, there's a key from Pierre, that's neat.
I mean, you could just go to Ganon's castle and then back to Kak.
Which is easy to do because we have Nocturne.
So boss key can easily just be on Compass chest.
Yep. So we have a what do we have left? We have left 2 small keys that are there to be found. One of them can be on Volvagia, and we have 2 items left to be found.
Needs 2 keys, the big key, and
Sorry,
the
yeah.
item.
One item and a big key.
Oh, there's the item.
The item is junk, so big key either on highest Goron or hammer chests.
I think it is safer just to gamble highest Goron.
Yeah, I mean, at this point you peek highest Goron and see if your boss key is there. No need to fight the Flame Dancer again. But it's a small key. Nope, you're not warping back down there, Majarkin. Get your boss key, it's on hammer chest.
Even with hover boots as being, I think it was one of the paths, that's still cursed. But that's just because a key could be on highest Goron.
Yep.
That's why its hover's locked. But that is just all sorts of cursed. And those flames, they really want a piece of Majarkin. Oh, they fizzled out. Good.
Right. Beat the Flare Dancer. Now just to grab that boss key from Hammer Chest, beat up a dragon, and then check what's inside Ganon's castle.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he will do that before ever picking up whatever song is on Ocarina of Time. He's not going to go child before checking Ganon's castle. So, yeah, a lot of time travel avoidance by both runners here. I think very long segments as 1H in this seed.
Moments before disaster. Never mind.
Moments before disaster. Wait, that's a TV series in the US, right?
I think so, but I know Destroyed in Seconds was.
Oh, yeah.
Donut Dog, it's so hot here.
But do you get now why he's called Donut Dog?
He's being cooked. It's making me think of Fido from Pokemon. Or its evolution, Dashbun.
I see.
Because it's basically mixing a dog with pastries.
Yikes. Okay. Back to the game. We are looking at Majarkin fighting the third boss. Third boss for his run. That is Volvagia, the big dragon, who in fact has two bodies. One that's flying above ground and one that's just poking its head above the ground here. So the flying body never actually gets despawned, and that is why we see Majarkin bombing the particular hole that the flying body flew into. Because that actually damages Volvagia here, causing her to be able to be one-cycled. And that is Volvagia beat. And indeed, canonically...
Link's pet in the manga, but not canonically.
Link's pet in the manga. I mean, according to Nintendo, the manga is canon, so...
I see. Still... If only we'd actually seen Link actually buying Volvagia at the markets. As one enters Volvagia, the other one exits.
Yep, and that is the Volvagia fight done for Majarkin. No major item from Volvagia.
Oh, he's getting...
He's looking at Crater Fairy, which makes sense.
There's a troll
Don't want to
hole.
leave that behind. And yeah, Troll Hole. The Troll Hole is an unfortunate... Oh, SeYsEy choosing to reset instead of continuing to fight Volvagia. I think because he didn't grab a fairy here.
Yeah.
So he knows he has no chance to actually beat the dragon in time. Trollhole is the unfortunate incident where Volvagia's head, so the second
Pops
hitbox,
out where the
pops out where the flying body is stashed as well. So you can't exactly damage the flying body as easily. And also, you have the potential to soft lock yourself if you do end up damaging the flying and the head poking out of the ground body at the same time and damage it below 0 health points.
Yep. I think that should be more than enough to take out Volv now. Because if it weren't for the troll hole, the SeYsEy would definitely have pulled a bit further, closer to Majarkin. he doesn't have to do it, but
Yeah.
Volve was already so close to him that she actually would have interrupted him.
Chat is apparently mocking me for explaining the Balvagia fight and why runners do what they do, but you know what? We are on Speedgaming main channel, and I do expect a certain percentage of people new to OOT Randomizer or OOT speedrunning in general to tune in here. So yeah, I'm gonna explain it. Heck you!
And getting... oh, there's a big item in Water Trial, and...
Yeah, big chest in Water Trial, also preparing to get the magic from King Zora, which we know is there.
Mm-hmm. There's the
Kokiri Sword. Well, that's an easy answer to the Ganon's Castle to Queen Goma path item.
Now it's just a matter of finding that boomerang. Which could be an ice cavern, actually. Or in Zora's Fountain.
Yeah, well, that boomerang is now. Wait, is that boomerang? Well, not go mode, but glow mode item.
Mm-hmm. It's just boomerang and light arrows from go mode.
Mm-hmm. We don't exactly have a hint for
Yeah.
where the boomerang could be, but we are hoping to just find it along the way here. There's one more dungeon that the runners can now beat.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. Hyrule Field has not been done. You could still say, like, water and parts of spirit. Well, water and spirit. But there's also Hyrule Field. Because it does have the lowest spirit checks out there. Except for Tektite Grotto. It looks like Majarkin's heading to Ice Cavern.
Yeah,
Definitely
that's reasonable.
Gonna be picking up that magic.
Yep, picking up that magic along the way, then grabbing the items in Ice Cavern, the items in Zora's Fountain, or rather the item at the bottom of the lake in Zora's Fountain. Yeah. And Majarkin hoping to be quicker than playing Zelda's Lullaby by grabbing the hover boots and just scamming his way past the waterfall, and that worked. First try. Good job.
Neither of them's handed in their Weirdo's letter, so they're gonna have to do a KZ skip here.
Yep, which is a little trick that'll get you past King Zora without ever glitching through a wall or anything like that. It's just... Ooh, Final Treasures of Ice Cavern, a reminder.
Yep.
And also, here's magic.
SeYsEy not even bothering to check Shadow Trial 2. Which is fair.
Is Majarkin has Ferora's Wind. Is he just gonna avoid Ice Cavern here?
We can, you can just warp in at any time.
That's a very freehand setup for King Zora skip. There is a setup that'll actually make sure you are in the right spot, but if you're Majarkin, I guess that's not needed. Nice. So Majarkin chose to not do Shadow Trial 2 or the Spirit Trial checks here. Whoop. And our final dual hint was the Composer Grave check, which was a Blue Rupee and Bolero of Fire. And
just a Goron Tunic
just
here.
the Goron Tunic, yeah. We know where that ended up. not accessible without
A wallet.
having Fire Temple beat. So for sure there was a wallet that we ran past to somewhere.
Probably in Hyrule Field.
Quite likely.
Or in Lake Hylia.
Is there a wallet in Gerudo Valley Crate? Well, yeah, sure, that'll be accessible. That's Sphere Zero, in fact. Sphere Zero being...
walleting the crate. Well,
yeah,
no one's
so
getting that
a
one.
few people in chat thought that they saw a wallet in the crate, and that does make sense. So Sphere Zero means that is an item that is available from the very beginning of the seed. You don't need any other items to get to that
No,
one. And it does
Valley
seem like
was not
Majarkin is
foolish. It was
just
Fortress.
dropping for Roar's Wind here and piecing out.
Yep. Probably going to be rushing Deku Tree.
Yeah, makes sense. Rush progression if you have it available. I don't dislike the play.
It looks like SeYsEy is also going to be going to Ice Cavern.
Oh? Majarkin equipping the lens.
That means we're going to get the lens minigame here, so get your guesses in chat.
Get them guess in chat, it is time.
I'm going to go with all left.
Left, 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 right, right on my side. And your brother going with all right. So let's see which one of you is
It looks like I'm
more
not the
correct.
only one going all left. Virgil is too. So it looks like they might be going for a lot of the low sphere checks to see if the boomerang's there, because
yeah, you don't want to finish a seed and then learn that the boomerang was just chilling in Hyrule Field somewhere.
yep,
Makes sense.
or any other low sphere check.
Right, and here's our cutoff. I'm immediately out.
Same
Starts
here.
with the right.
And
Right,
anyone who's gone left, right afterward. So Shannock's still in.
Mm-hmm. Seems to be the only one. Right, left, left. Shannock's still in.
And now he's out.
Welp.
Everyone's out, I think.
Yup. That's it. And SeYsEy doing a bit more of a traditional King Zora skip setup here.
Oh.
Treasure chest game, wasn't it today? It did have a big chest yesterday.
Oh. What did it have?
I shan't spoil.
Oh. Well, I mean,
And,
we already spoiled the results of who won yesterday.
That's true. Right, so SeYsEy, likewise now in the Zora's Fountain, having skipped past King Zora. The question is, will he show us more of Ice Cavern?
Looks like Royal Tomb was hinted in Zora's Fountain. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Just more juice.
So Majarkin looks set to full clear Deku Tree here. Doesn't have an option anyway. He doesn't have Din's Fire. So you will have to climb to the top to get to the basement anyway.
Yeah.
And obviously he's hoping to find more items just along the way. A boomerang would be nice. Light arrows would likewise be appreciated.
Yep.
Or who knows, iron boots would be helpful too.
Mm-hmm.
But that first chest is junk.
We'll just forget that first chest even existed.
Yep, and SeYsEy is likewise dropping for Roar's Wind, not interested in the 2 unknown checks in Ice Cavern here.
Well, 3.
3, sorry.
So, slingshot chest and the side chest have nothing either as well. So.
So, first floor up, entirely devoid of useful items. Let's see about second floor.
It looks like SeYsEy is going straight to Deku Tree. He's not even going to do the lens minigame or Richard.
Again, rushing progression does make sense.
Yeah.
But there's a big chest.
Hmm. My eyes are captivated now.
Let's see what we have. Are you banana?
No,
No.
that's second bow, I think.
Indeed.
That's definitely bow locked.
That was one for the bingo boards.
Oh!
Ooh,
One in the
hello.
basement too? Huh.
We are truly blessed.
Let's see. Oh my god!
Okay!
Both
There was
bows!
one bow in this game, but it was Sphere 0.
Yep.
So Dante
is
Skippers, not having a bad day, not having a good day with this seed. Dante Skippers absolutely lose this seed.
Yep. Tyrus.
But other than that, nothing useful showing up in Deku Tree so far.
Yeah. Now we just have to slay the queen.
You know, a Canadian talking about slaying the queen would have been hella sus a year ago.
True. But I'm pretty sure she died of natural causes because, you know, was in her 90s.
True. Just a heart piece from Majarkin. So nothing much in Deku Tree. Where to next, Alex? Sorry, Lee.
This looks like a well play. Though it could also be chickens, too. We still don't have chickens.
If it's one, I'm pretty sure it'll also be the other. You're turning in 10 as well.
Please be chickens. Please be chickens. I want it to be chickens. Oh, playing Song of Storms.
Yeah, this is a well play, and like not a bad choice. It is probably the check densest location that Majarkin has available to him right now. Unfortunately, we know it's going to be about 5 minutes of time lost to him.
Yep. All that time that SeYsEy can gain back. Oh, chickens!
Chickens first. Finding irons here would be great. Finding a boomerang, obviously ideal. Light arrows, still appreciated, but not really helping as such.
Yep. Nope.
But it is just a piece of art. Let's see what the 10 check has.
Nope.
More health.
So I think, Rush Lake Hylia.
Well, if you're Majarkin, you rush the well first, which is reasonable. Again, we know it's not gonna have anything useful for him, but he can't know that.
True.
All right, rush Lake.
Which is exactly what SeYsEy is doing.
What SeYsEy's doing, yeah.
And he could do a Hyrule as well, so we're gonna get some fresh new checks from him, whereas with Majarkin, we'll get a bit of time bleed, so...
Yep.
This is more time that SeYsEy can catch up on. Oh. At least he's gonna be happy about the extra bombs.
Well, 40 bombs is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Child Domain is also a good shout, but
yeah.
Both is also a good option. We'll see. Also, putting Farore's Wind in Jabu is also not a bad choice.
Here, fishy, fishy, get into my belly. Alright. Let's see what the fisherman has for us today.
Yep.
Money. We get to check the dive spot, so...
Mm-hmm. The dive spot is... That's something round. Either nuts or a wallet. Either way, we don't need it.
Yeah. Domain checks. We have not seen any but Unthawing King Zora.
Yep, and as expected, SeYsEy is also going to put Farore's Wind in Jabu. Might as well. He's already here. No need to do this climb twice.
Mm-hmm. That means he could just play Requiem.
Yep.
But Hyrule Fields are looking more and more tantalizing.
Yeah, it's a bunch of early checks that neither runner has done. I hope that Majarkin is on the way there soon. Likewise for SeYsEy, obviously.
Plus, Mirror Shield isn't logic.
Can we not, though?
Speaking of Mirror Shield, Majarkin and Child Spirit.
Interesting. Likewise, new checks on his side then. We haven't seen that.
Yep.
Oh!
Oh!
Did the Zora just leave the item to beat Jabu right under the doormat, basically?
Who knows?
We'll
They
see.
might have hosted the rebellion against the king, and that's what leads up to the events of Master of Time.
Interesting.
Well, they didn't have the bomb. Well, they did have bombs, so let's see what this is.
Inspire. Well, we don't need that for Shadow Access, or for
Nope.
anything else, really.
This is basically useless.
So, basically useless except for one check. Haunted Wasteland is existing.
It's foolish.
Yep. So Shadow Temple is entirely foolish. Shadow is a pre-completed dungeon, because it's the Light Medallion dungeon in these settings. So it means that... Oh, Wasteland is foolish. Cool. Yeah, you're
I
right.
said that.
Sorry. Yeah, you're right. I just needed a moment to filter that information through my brain. So Shadow is a pre-completed dungeon. The Light Medallion dungeon in SGL settings is pre-completed, meaning we have the medallion already, and the dungeon has all checks forced to be junk items.
Looks like we're getting another Child Spirit run.
And 3 out of the 5 keys in Spirit Temple so far have been child accessible.
Man.
4 out of the 5 keys.
Who here does not like oh, I forgot my train of thought. It was
You'll find it soon, I'm sure.
it's just knowing that Hyrule Field is just right out there. It's being as tantalizing as possible.
It does, but I think Spirit is a sensible play for density.
Yep. And Majarkin didn't quite get the storage off, so he's gonna have to basically do it the vanilla way, getting all 5 silver rupees.
As an adult, you can also do a pretty difficult bow trick shot to...
They've got fire
get that
arrows,
instead.
so
Yeah.
it looks like a 10 skull turn in and chickens, I think. Or Dompe. I don't think we've seen Dompe digging yet. Oh.
We haven't, but it wasn't anything useful. And Majarkin is done with Child Spirit.
Yep. Yeah, SeYsEy stone chickens now. Thank you for reminding me. Well then.
Alright, SeYsEy is handing in 10 skulls, so they've basically equaled out again.
Yep. SeYsEy has more checks done.
Yep, Majarkin does want to check Hyrule Field, it seems.
I think it's just to get the song.
Oh yeah, right.
Which is Epona's. Which only locks Mirror Shield.
Horse acquired. Use
It'll
the
make-
horse, Luke.
It looks like Majarkin's gonna be picking up Serenade.
Oh, wow. I mean, he did know that London Ranch is foolish, so...
Mhm.
Didn't really have an incentive to go there until now.
Oh, another. It looks like we're getting all lefts. One more ought to do it, and nope.
Just to throw everybody off.
I think SeYsEy is going to be picking up opponents long before going back adult, I think. Or is this target in the woods? I don't think we've seen... Oh, wait, no. Now I know. Frogs won. We haven't seen the frogs yet.
That's a thing that exists.
All these different isolated checks could be just where that gosh darn boomerang could be.
I am curious if we are going to see Hyrule Field from Majarkin, or if he likewise will just parlay this into domain checks.
It would still be faster to do it as adults, to be honest.
Yeah, now that he has Eponas.
Domain, so Majarkin's going to be picking up that Din's Fire. Something that he will never need to use.
Yay, ... question mark.
The frogs had danger darts.
Yep, pointy sticks.
Don't give the frogs sticks. It's dangerous, you know. They have very, very thin skin. Oh!
Oh, that was probably not intended by SeYsEy.
Probably.
Oh, he forgot something. Yeah, he forgot picking up Epona. Well,
That would make perfect sense, actually.
and the easiest way to get there from right here, and the quickest way rather, is to play Serenade of Water, which might sound weird, but then you just take the Owl Express straight to the gate of Hyrule Castle.
Imagine,
Castle Town, rather.
imagine taking an owl to a castle, and it's faster than walking out of the castle.
I mean, this owl is quick.
He's
If you cut out
huge
the
too.
cutscene.
I wonder what he eats. Because he has to keep that massive bulk up.
Given the size, deer?
Owl hunting deer. Wouldn't that be something? Actually, maybe even something bigger than that. Like a moose. Oh. Who knows? Could be big enough to pick up a horse. And fast enough, actually.
Indeed.
So it looks like SeYsEy is currently in the lead for now.
Yeah, I would say so. Let's see what big pose are on SeYsEy's side, and then likely...
We know what they are. Mirror Shield.
Oh, right, Mirror Shield. And he's likely headed into Spirit Temple afterwards, just for density reasons.
There's also a Hyrule Field that he could just get out of the way. Because at least 4 of those checks are going to be very easy to get, whereas one of them you could just peek.
Yep.
It would be pretty scary. Alright, Boulder of Destiny. What's our destiny? Well,
It is a little chest, and big pose is indeed a Mirror Shield. Good location for that hint. That reminder, thank you, game. I think SeYsEy knew.
that's an excellent spot for that hint.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna go for... Nope, never mind.
Big pose first. Just wanted to get the angle right.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe he's gonna go for the tree.
Mr. Poe there.
And now we're getting adult lake checks from
Ooh,
Majarkin.
that's new.
We have 2 of them, actually 3 of them if you include the shoot the sun as well.
So 4 if you include Lake Lab.
Well, we don't have iron boots.
We don't have iron boots though, yeah.
Or a scale, the second logical scale. Danger darts once again. And I guess we're not going to see adult fishing either. Oh wait.
Oh, we are.
Time of
He's
day.
just warping. It's just
Yet.
he's just quicker to warp over there, and
Yeah.
but it's also dawning, so
Yeah.
wants to get that shoot the sun check in.
Mm-hmm.
For nothing.
Rip.
Mirror Shield for SeYsEy. And otherwise, SeYsEy is now looking through Hyrule Field for useful items. Same as yesterday, kind of. They're bottlenecked into clearing up checks that were a little bit left behind until now. And were kind of out of the way. After having actually a pretty rocketing start.
Wait. Oh, Icy Waters is dead.
Mm-hmm. Which was our last sometimes hint. But Majarkin stole the fisherman's head. That's kind of rude.
You're terrible. You stole my hat.
Turns out, fisherman's bald. Who knew?
Well, I'd be molding too if someone stole my hat.
All about balding. There it is! Hello! Alright, Hyrule Field South. So Majarkin will be close behind on this one.
Oh yeah. There it is! I forgot to say Male pattern baldness indeed.
Again, molding about balding. All right. Majarkin getting that horse. He will not be far behind SeYsEy in finding that boomerang. And obviously, we'll be headed straight to Jabu as well.
We're right on the 2-hour mark, so it's pretty sweet that we're on.
Happy
We're in
2
onward
hours.
now. So let's see where the light arrows are. They could be in water, they can be in spirit, they could be in lake, and they could be in Ganon's castle. And I think outside Ganon's castle as well is up for grabs. But then it would be just another casino mode for where the heck are those iron boots? Though they could also be in Jabu. Anywhere except Boomerang Chest. So that is map, compass, and Baronade. Ow. But Dancing Darunia does require, like, water and spirit to be completed as well, so that'll be quite painful if he just says, in Goron City!
Oh, that'd be rude.
Oh yeah, or even Lost Woods. Nothing on the map chest. Let's see what's in compass.
Answer is nothing.
Oh right, there's still Ice Cavern. We have 3 chests.
Yeah, it does exist.
As well as 1 check in the graveyard because it's locked behind Ice Cavern. It's just gonna be a series of one-off checks, or it's Ganon's Castle, or Water Temple, or Spirit Temple. And those light arrows just do not want to be found today.
Bunch of opportunities for the seed to add yet more time.
Yep. But they've almost full cleared it, so there is that.
Indeed.
And the execution advantage here is actually pretty apparent now. That just depends on where the light arrows are. There's the purple Skittle.
Mm-hmm. Shadow Medallion. And Ganon will tell us where the light arrows are, and it'll be various flavors of neat or horrible, depending.
Mm-hmm. Both of them have Furore set up an ice cavern, so...
I'm gonna say not horrible, this seed.
I'd still say, like, Water Temple or Ganon's Castle would be the worst spots for it. Oh, no! The worst Octorok in the worst room had to be the biggest troll today.
Alright, so SeYsEy has made it to Baronate's antechamber. Majarkin, meanwhile, is still fighting the mini-boss Big Octo.
Yep. Hopefully we get a few clean Baronate fights.
Another one for the bingo boards.
Of course. Okay. I think I'll be able to say this pretty soon, but
Yeah.
I think we have ourselves quite a clean Baronate fight.
Yes, yes we did.
Oh, it looks like Majarkin also got screwed over by the worst room as well.
Yep, this Octorok will basically snipe you from downtown. It's kind of rude, actually.
Send the Octorok where it belongs. In the graveyard.
Anyway, SeYsEy done with Baronate, has all the medallions he needs for Ganon's boss key. So he will warp to Temple of Time, will get the information on where the light arrows are. And let's just hope it's not too terrible.
Yep. Alright, I should be able to say that... No, never mind. Not so clean. He was
Yeah,
alluring.
no. Oh, darn it. Majarkin got Baronate stuck underground here. Oh no!
It's happening twice? Uh-oh.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
We
This is
are
a
about
very
to learn.
filthy Baronate today.
Yeah, Baronate not being kind to Majarkin. We'll have to wait until it reverses the direction in which the in which the jellyfish spin, and there we go. Now it's back to Baronade fight as normal.
We return back to our scheduled programming, but I cannot say the 3 blessed words.
Clean Baronade twice. Alright. But we are about to learn where Ganondorf hit those light arrows.
And SeYsEy doesn't have to fight through the Denalphos or the Stalfos because he already cleared them when he was trying to full clear as much of Ganon's castle before. He just needs to fight Salt and Pepper. Gotta clean out the Spice Girls. Or the Spice Rack, rather.
Yep, no salt and pepper, the two aptly named Iron Knuckles here. And these hit like a freight train. They hit you for 4 hearts, or 16 points of damage. 2 hearts when you have double defense still.
Not exactly. Ganondorf is just... Well, if you want to think that, then it's fine. But for Aurora's Wind set up in Ganon's castle, saving so that we could keep that, and then...
Yeah, obviously destroying the Aurora's Wind and Ice Cavern with that, so if that's where the light arrows are located, then you're going to have to walk there again, but it's the better choice.
Well, he's got Bolero and the scale, so... Spirit Temple! That's actually pretty good.
Yep, for Majarkin... Majarkin has cleared most of Childside Spirit Temple. For SeYsEy, this'll be... I mean, he has grabbed a key from Child Spirit and will then just walk in there as an adult and do checks until he finds the dang light arrows.
Yep. They could even be on Twin Rova.
Yep, the advantages are racking up for SeYsEy here, but because SeYsEy also has Mirror Shield, I think this is SeYsEy's race to lose at this point.
Yeah. And Majarkin still has to clear out the gauntlet of enemies before even reaching Ganon. And while that's not exactly hard, it is going to be more time added up.
Oh, interesting question. Will Majarkin immediately go Spirit or grab Mirror Shield first? I would say you grab Mirror Shield first with a guaranteed information that the light arrows are somewhere in Spirit. I think having to go back to Spirit if it's mirror locked hurts more.
Yeah.
But it's a gamble for sure. We'll see which one would pay out. We're indeed child locked, I think.
Yep. Thankfully, they both went Child Spirit, so... And I know that Majarkin's done more of Child Spirits, going as far as Sunblock Room. There's the boss key.
Not something they wanted to see. Big chest here, though. Not even bothering with the boss key at this point. It's iron. Aren't we lucky, or aren't we happy that we didn't walk in here earlier?
Yeah. That is such a fortunate thing. Iron boots.
Yeah, put them back. We don't need them.
Yes. We don't need these. We don't need a pair of shoes right now. We need lemon candy.
Indeed.
There's a small key. That's all of our small keys, actually.
SeYsEy, by necessity, needs to be a bit more thorough here and clear some checks on child side that Majarkin grabbed as child.
Mm-hmm. Well, he doesn't need to get any more keys. And since he knows where all of them are, then...
Yep. So Majarkin is going spirit first, is gambling that no, there is indeed not a mirror shield required this seed.
Well, he's gonna be pretty disappointed in those iron boots.
The odds are in his favor.
Wrong side!
Majarkin, please. Okay, you can clearly see he has some nerves going on, and I don't blame him. It's an elimination match for him.
Yep.
And yeah, if he loses this one, he's out of the tournament.
Yep.
Still a child at heart.
Alright. Let's see what's on here.
This is a check Majarkin won't be able to... Oh dear, it's a big chest. Oh, okay. Bomb shoes.
Oh my gosh.
But didn't we all wait with bated breath there?
Yes. Shoes are absolutely cursed. Especially this late.
This one, though,
There
is
they
the
are!
light arrows.
There it is.
Alright, SeYsEy obviously right out of here. Calling for Rosewind, and back to Ganon's tower he goes. I think SeYsEy has this.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
So it does look like, unless something catastrophic happens in the next few minutes, we are looking at our first finalist determined today, and it'll be SeYsEy.
Yep. No 3 games today, it seems. There we go. Ganon's been one-cycled pretty easily. Now we're just up to Ganon. Alright. About 2 hours and 18 minutes in. Ganon!
You need to disable noise cancellation in Discord for that.
Did it cut me off?
It did.
Apparently my lung capacity is better than Discord's noise cancellation.
But it did get most of it.
Yes.
Alright, and it looks like Majarkin will see Ganondorf before SeYsEy finishes this. Two big chests, actually! A fairy bottle! That's the last bottle I see.
That is cheeky. But that does put Majarkin in go mode. But sadly,
And
he is a full Ganondorf and half a Ganon behind.
And the real winner here, Majarkin, reaching bottle percent first. And SeYsEy is 3 hits to Ganon, 2 hits to Ganon away from beating this seed.
Oh, there we go.
One more hit, the final hit will be a boop of the snoot.
Absolutely destroying the pig as we prepare for some delicious bacon.
Yeah, get your GGs in chat. First, SeYsEy, who is indeed taking the first spot in the finals.
Yep. And perhaps later today, right after this match, his opponent will be decided. Either that or Game 3 will happen.
Indeed, it'll be Gavaroni or What the Hell's Happened in... What is it? Less than an hour, right? Is that is the start of that match?
Yep.
All right. And that is indeed the end of the road for Majarkin. GG's and welcome in, SeYsEy.
GG's.
Hello, thank you guys.
That was one heck of a seed, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I was so scary doing the whole hunt for the boomerang.
GG's Majarkin.
Hey, GG Majarkin.
Close race. I'm happy with my performance. Obviously, areas to improve, but being 3 minutes within a runner like SeYsEy, that feels pretty good. A lot better showing than the first seed.
Yeah, you were like really close. It's just that that boomerang location, it really was something.
Yeah, it's always feel horrible when you have seeds when you have one item that can be anywhere in the whole seed. So even when I found the boomerang, I didn't know at all if I was ahead or not. It was available really early in the seed. Can't know if my opponent did it early or not, so always really scary.
Yep, I had been looking for boomerang for, gosh, 40 minutes at that point or something like that when I found it. It was ridiculous. And I had thought many times, should I go in clear field? You know, I've only done the grotto out there. I'm like, nah, put it off. Eventually I'll go get Serenade and Lon Lon. I found that out pretty early. I'm like, I can get that whenever. And just, I basically routed. That was my last set of checks before going Spirit, and that's pretty much all I had left. And Ice, but yeah, that's pretty much all. When I found Boomerang.
Yeah, same for me. I had Ice and Spirit left. I think I did everything else. Oh, I skipped the free grotto in the river too. Because I did the river really late, and I saw you did river first yesterday, so I thought that I would have lost if Boomerang was there, so I chose to skip it.
Yeah, I would have been done a long time ago if Boomerang was there, so...
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I was doing a child cleanup run right before that adult there, because I was going to head to Spirit afterwards, and I decided to skip doing field there, even though I went to Lake, right? I'm just like, I'll get it as adult right afterwards, and that's probably a couple of minutes difference, you know, with age change and stuff, and just decisions make...
I did exactly the same. I full cleared my child, even did CMG, and yeah, I chose to do the aerofield when I was grabbing the mirror shield. Was more efficient, so yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Just I'll get mirror shield after cleaning it up, and you just did it the other way, so I had mirror shield first. So I was half lucky that it wasn't mirror shield lock lights. That is, so
yeah, especially that it was a big chest behind the mirror shield.
Yeah. Oh, was it?
yeah, it was choose though, but
yeah, I mean that seed. I don't know if you saw, but I stayed adult because there was Bolero in the graveyard, right? And so I do that to get Minuet, and then I Minuet, and then I got the hook shot in there, and I dipped Forest and got the bomb back there, which then let me do Goron City, which got me strength into DC into Forest. Then I dipped fire, and then I'm sitting there going, "Oh, it's long shot." I'm like, "Well, this probably means GTG. Should I just YOLO it and go GTG, or should I see if there's a Epona song somewhere?" And I'm sitting there going, "If it's Epona's, it can't be GTG if that's available." And then I found a hint for Ice. I forget where that was. And then I just quickly did a very short child one. And then I knew Epona's had to be on OOT. I never found the hint for it. And so then I went GTG. But if I just went right away, I would have just had Hammer, and that would have been so nice. But
Yeah. Yeah, I had a pretty rough start because I somehow forgot to check what was in the tomb, the song in the graveyard. I forgot to check it in adult one, so I went back and I got half punished because it was Bolero into Minuet. So I went back child immediately, and then I did another poor decision. I choose to do the well before doing Lost Woods. So I did the whole well, and then I didn't have explosive at the time, so I had to go back because there was a big chest behind the bombs, and yeah, I had to also. I needed to go to Sarya's song without Minuet since I skipped it.
Yep.
So yeah, I felt really behind when I found the bomb bag in Lost Woods. That was my first one. I felt really behind because I had to double trip Goron City, double trip the well, and then when I found the Minuet in Bolero, I was okay. I am like 5 minutes behind already, and yeah, I guess it turned out pretty well, but yeah, that was really scary with that beginning and the hunt for the boomerang.
It was.
Yeah, the whole.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you can go ahead. I mean, I was scared the whole time. Once I got down to Boomerang, I'm like, well, now I just got to clear everything as efficiently as possible. And, I had execution mistakes everywhere. And some of my job, I probably lost 2 minutes in there just due to execution mistakes. And
Baronade was being, like, really nasty to you.
I threw the Boomerang a little early on the second, like, spinning phase of Baronade. And so she went into the ground. And then I did it again the second time. And then I missed it when I let her up. I just missed the timing and cost me a lot.
The timing for that is finicky, though.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Until I got, once I found K-Sword, I felt very good about where I was in the seed. And then after that, once I just started clearing more and more, and like you said, you thought, if it's in a river, I would have been done, right? When I was going through bottom of the well, I'm like, it's so late. If it was here, you would be done, right? Unless the lights were really bad. And I did it anyways because it's so check dense that maybe you just got behind. I got bombs early. When I did my child one and I got the second bomb bag in Lost Woods, I'm like, well, that really wasn't that much of an advantage bomb bag wise. That could have been somewhere nasty like lake or something like that. Or valley or something like that that's a little bit more out of the way.
Yeah. So you did the well after Dicketry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Majarkin actually managed to avoid the whale for a really long time.
Okay.
That gave him an advantage in mid game in terms of just.
Yeah, that's what I realized when I went back to adult after doing the well. Like, it's so easy to skip it before the boomerang ends. And yeah, I think it was good for me that the boomerang was anywhere because I think I was behind. You probably did Dicketry before me because I already did the well. So yeah. Yeah,
I think if that boomerang was on the way, my early game route was pretty much the god route of that seed. The only way to be better is if I didn't do child one and I just trusted my gut of going GTG, I could have beat DC, Fire, and Forest in adult one.
That's crazy.
And so what I was scared about is I'm like, this strength it would have been hinted if it's path somehow, right? We wouldn't have gotten a Deku and a Jabu hint if it was path. So I knew there was another one, and so I decided to do Child, 1 for opponents and 2 kind of looking for that strength. And I found it, of course, in Lost Woods. So the other one, Adult Corn City, right? I'm like, oh, this is perfect. And you got Song of Time. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. I can full clear GTG, which was good in the end. It just, I delayed what could have been a bigger advantage, right? So.
I think it was possible that Strength 1 was Way of the Hero, even if it's not hinted. I think it's possible.
I mean, it was hinted
strengths
Goron
were
City.
accessible.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean Goron City? Oh, yeah, because Goron City was hinted for fire.
Yeah, but that was for the hover boot.
That was for the hover boots. Yeah. Yeah, but at the time you didn't have it. So yeah, it makes sense.
Well, I did end up getting hovers before going to GTG because I did Child Goron City and got them there. So I'm like, oh, now I know it has to be hovers. Well, I didn't know. It could be. When I found the other strength, I'm like, okay, it is hovers. And of course, we had to climb the whole way up. Ugh. That's the fun way of key logic. It was hovers to get across there to get the key in there, right? So it's just a funny key logic. But yeah. I mean,
and yeah, I was curious. What did you do when to get the magic? Did you check Galen's castle first to get blue fire, or did you go take the magic to have Pharaoh's wind in Galen's tower?
So I got blue fire and Ganon. So I found K-Sword, got blue fire. I failed to do Shadow Trial 2, and I'm like, why am I wasting my time in here? And then immediately went up to get magic with the blue fire. And then I set Pharaoh's Wind and Ice there, just in case I needed to.
Okay. I did the same, but I wasn't sure if it was the good play because, setting Pharaoh's Wind in Galen's trial is pretty good, but then you had to go in Ice Cavern and go take a blue fire, so that's pretty costly. So I don't know what was the best, but I did the same.
Yeah, I'd have to think about that a lot to see what is best. It's kind of a weird situation, but I just figured it takes longer to get to ice, and I'm gonna be there when I get the magic than it does to go into Ganon's, right? So I just figured leave it in ice, and then what I ended up doing is I save quits on the climb. Like after the climb, I saved. I didn't quit out, and then I recast Pharaoh's Wind, and then found out where the lights were in case he said ice. Right?
Oh, yeah. I see.
Or if he said graveyard, because with Sun Song there. And so then what I did is I had Pharaoh's Wind, I had to wait through the cutscene and then save quits, and left Pharaoh's Wind up there. So I kind of did the save scum of Pharaoh's up there.
Yeah, I see.
All right. Well, I think that was that pretty much covered it. We didn't need to ask many questions. Thank you for your impressions about the seed. It was an interesting one for sure. Though not a bad one. Had a few interesting quirks. So SeYsEy, you're going to be moving on to the final. You're either going to be facing Gavaroni or what the hell's happened. What do you make of your chances?
Oh, that's pretty crazy. I didn't really expect going into finals when I was joining the tournament, but yeah, facing either What the Hell or Gavaroni is pretty crazy, but to be honest, I hope I'm gonna face What the Hell. He's a legend of OOT, and that's always a pleasure facing players like that. Like, he won a lot of stuff, he always go so far in tournaments, and yeah, he proved that he's one of the very best, and that's why I'm joining tournament to face the very best. Even though Gavaroni is also pretty good, and don't get me wrong, but yeah, facing What the Hell will be amazing in the final.
Gavaroni is the #1 seed, so don't discount him either. But I get where you're coming from. All right.
GG's again, SeYsEy. Root.
Yeah, thank you, Majarkin. GG again.
And also, congratulations, Majarkin, for sharing a third place with either Gavaroni or What the Hell's Happened in this tournament. As
You
the
didn't
as the
expect it?
26th seed, I should say.
My goal with this tournament was to make brackets, and I did that. Everything else was gravy, and it's been a wild ride. So I'm glad
Well,
I
that was
finally got to
plenty
get
of
some
gravy
restream.
you made there. All
I'm
right.
excited. I'll be in the in-person tourney as well, SGL in person in November. So look forward to those streams.
For sure. It's going to be a wild week. In the meantime, though, thank you so much, everyone who made this restream possible. I think SGBot is still having a bit of trouble, so I can't just type the commentator and racer command in chat to give all the nice URLs. But thank you to our trackers, Baseball and Shannock. Thank you to our runners, obviously, for allowing us to restream this race. And again, good luck in the finals, SeYsEy. And
Thank you.
thank you to my co-commentator, Alpha Mario, also known as Lee Harold.
Yeah, and up next, like within like 30 minutes, is going to be the match between Gavaroni and What the Hell's Happened, Game 2.
Indeed. So we might be looking at another finalist determined right today, or it might be going to Game 3. We will see then. But I'm for sure going to stick around to watch. In the meantime, though, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you here probably pretty soon on Speedgaming. Bye, everyone!
Take care.
Bye.